Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. EA Sports college football coverage continues with this Week 10 clash. It's the Houston Cougars and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Well, guys, the Cougars head coach told me before the game, he knows he has the best wide receiver right now in the country. They are so excited about the talent and experience that they can get to downfield. But they've got a young passer. How will they put into play, into the scheme, ways to get him the ball? Depending on what the defense does, this will be a big storyline we'll follow throughout the game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Mustangs will kick off first, and here we go. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. There he goes. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the single back.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Running inside. It's Hughes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Gonna run it. It's Hughes. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Taking it the other way. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And that's something you're always worried about. The first drive, it's a good play by the defense, but you're worried about your freshmen settling in a tough environment on the road, the crowd going bananas. Palmer, he makes the early mistake, and I look forward to watching this kid. How does he respond to some early adversity?
Yeah, he hasn't played in a lot of environments like this throughout his career. There's no question. So this is obviously a major challenge. If I'm the head coach now, I'm pulling him aside and I'm saying, hey, listen, interceptions are going to happen. Let's get that one out of the way now. Let's learn from it. Let's move forward. But as a play caller, you got to help this young quarterback out. Now you have to run the ball. You got to find him some easy completions to get his confidence back. You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand in the ball.
Looking to throw on third. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Back to pass, it's Henderson. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Gashes him in the middle. And he scores! Touchdown, Cougars!
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on it and more attention to it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Ooh. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Open on the left side is Smith. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Mustangs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. On the ground, it's Hughes. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Going long. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll run it to the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
The offense changing the play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out of the field and make some stops.
They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Hughes. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. They'll give it to him again. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks, because he got nothing after the catch. And the Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Hughes. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get it.
Touchdown, Houston! Hello! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, you see all the time this running back has spent in the weight room this offseason. Did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground, get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what...
Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Mustangs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They give it to him again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
As a defense, you get so excited with those 3rd down stops, and you throw the fist in the air, right, forcing the 4th down. But you got to stay on your P's and Q's with this offense because they've already shown you that they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll be aggressive, and they're already losing in this football game, so I don't expect for them to get more conservative.
Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback got it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Houston has it with a 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Hughes. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Houston! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Number 31.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up down at the 32-yard line.
Man, this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
With the catch, it's Smith. Touchdown, SMU! much needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Caught over the middle. It's Young. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Yeah, and this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
Got a man. It's Young. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the 1st half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Wants to throw. It's Henderson. Going for 6. Ball is incomplete, but I believe this is going to be a penalty on the defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll start this drive firing. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Pocket breaking down. And they got him.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete on the right side. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And I feel like that was predetermined. Like they told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quickly.
Could be an alley. And they'll stop him short of the 1st down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. The Mustangs will punt this one away. The Cougars will use their 1st timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Finds his man, it's Walker. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the number 4 team, the UCF Knights. And it's the Huskers setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. Make it now 6 straight victories for this team in what's turning into a very notable season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
They'll start the third quarter with the run. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Motion from the back. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. Using his legs, it's huge. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get concerned, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Unloads it left. Right on the money. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And I'm not surprised by this QB, man. He's picking up where he left off, right? They've built a cushion, built a lead, struggling to stop the passing game, keep pushing the ball down the field. He's making the right reads, and this offense is in a groove.
The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. They send the tight end in motion. The keeper on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Dropping back, it's Henderson. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Sends it back in motion. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass.
Number 91, set to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
But you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a fifth if they can't move the chains. Heads the open man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Mustangs, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I like the direction in what this offense was doing right there. You need to go to a guy that can make you a play, and he's already shown it. He's the only one that's made a play. He's been in the end zone today. You need more big plays from this offense. It's been kind of slow. Get back to this guy.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Mustangs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on third down from their own 20. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Converts on fourth down, still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Mustangs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking to pass, it's Jennings. Here's a heat. Got a man in the middle. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll bring it out. It's straight. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. On the move, it's Hughes. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Here's the give off the left side. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He'll throw it. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sanford. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to take off. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Running inside, it's Sanford. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Trying to move the chains, Houston comes to the line on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab in their space. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Just goes up and takes it away.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back to back.
1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
How about the speed on defense? Offense trying to get tricky, trying to run the quarterback outside, but the pursuit and the speed by this defense, they got to him quick.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
And, man, that is exactly what you want your offense to do in the fourth quarter. Like, protect your lead, being able to put drives together, eat up clock, and score. Now, ball goes to the other side. Palmer, you better put this offense in fast forward. Down by a couple of possessions, you need some big plays.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of time. You've got to score quickly, and then your defense has to be able to get the ball back for you, too. So you just put tons of pressure on the opponent with that long scoring drive to take a two-possession lead. That could not have been executed any better.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
Number 91, set to kick it off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Unloads to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way.
Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got enough for the first. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
49, SMU 14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Got his man. Oh, what a cut. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Fights off a defender. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Hey, finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. One more play to pad the stats. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He'll take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's